having personal struggles in the realm of sharing information. And it's a lesson that I'm learning in my life, that I share too much. I share too much with people, about my personal life and what I'm dealing with people close to me. I'm learning that you got to keep your relationships exclusive to the person that you're dealing with. When you do too much sharing, it just puts you in a position where you could be disloyal to some people. You could be very disloyal to people, and you can end up being the person that looks foolish. You'll create chaos simply from sharing what the experience is between you and a person with other people you're close to. You might do that in the name of wanting advice or wanting to vent. You got to take into account that things always change, and you can't share about too many of those moments when you might be struggling with a person or a relationship, and then you've let people into too much of the personal business. And then when that situation changes, because it's always an up and down, but it's just best to keep that between you and the person. You'll save yourself a lot of stress, and you'll save other people a lot of stress. Yeah, nobody wants to be sucked into the whirlwind of emotions that come with dealing with people. So it's best to just keep that between you and the person. Just be selective with who you share it with. I'm trying to learn who to share with, who not to share with, and if it's worth it to share at all. Maybe it's a lot of this shit that we deal with, you're supposed to keep it to yourself, and if you can't talk to the person, then don't talk to anybody at all. Because the worst thing is to, be in a position to look like a fool when really you're not foolish. You're just going through a normal experience. You just shared so much information that now you have allowed other people to have a stance and an opinion on how you're moving. And although that's a brave thing, or you could look at that like, oh, you're just an open, loving person. Yeah, it's cool to be open and loving, but it's a lot of bullshit that comes with being that way too. When you give that energy to everybody and you're sharing too much about other people. You can't include other people in your sharing of your life. That's dangerous. And again, you just never know how life is going to work out. You might not be fucking with somebody today, and then a month goes by and you might be in contact with the person again. You might actually be in their life again. You're in a space in your life where now you're on a good page with whoever you've been talking about, and now you look like a fucking idiot because you done said all this shit. It's just best to shut the fuck up a lot of times, man. I gotta learn to shut the hell up. I gotta stop talking to people about important people in my life. I gotta stop talking so damn much. Deal with people. Keep this relationship here, keep this relationship here. Keep it exclusive. If I need to talk to somebody, maybe I need to go talk to a fucking therapist. How about that? That's why people have therapists. Maybe I just figured it out. If it's important for me to want to talk and get advice and go to a safe place, maybe that's why therapists are out here. I can't be turning everybody into my therapist. It's not an unbiased position. It's people that have personal places in my life. When you start sharing too much personal information with a lot of people that are in your personal life, that's just going to get intertwined and it's going to create bullshit. And then now what? Now why did you share all that shit? It's not helping nothing. It's not fucking helping. So maybe that's the thing. Maybe I should consider having a therapist so that I can talk to somebody completely unbiased and completely unrelated to me. And that could be something safe for me to do, since I'm a person that likes to share or that wants or feels the need to share. It just gets tiring, It's tiring to find yourself in positions and you're only in this position because you done too much of this and been talking about people who are connected to you too much. You want to feel like you could talk to somebody, though, about something that's going on in your life. I don't have the answers, man. I just got a story. I have a life, I have an experience. To share or not to share, I don't fucking know. If you want to share, share. If something happens from it, then assess who you shared it with and what you shared, and try not to make the same mistake again. Try not to do that same thing if it's causing issues. That's all it is. You see an issue and you try to fix it. The problem is we get so used to being a certain way and a certain person. It's such a part of who we are that we don't even know we're doing something wrong when we're in the process of doing it. You find yourself in these stupid ass patterns of doing shit. And it's like, how do you break a pattern that comes so natural and that these things feel like the things you should be doing in a moment. And the last thing you want to do is be going through life overthinking your moves and second guessing your moves. But it does come down to right and wrong. If you know that something you're doing is wrong and it's not causing you any peace, and it's definitely not bringing the people around you peace, and you're hearing it from multiple people, hey, that might be something about you. And something very consistent about me is that I talk too much about people close to me to other people close to me. And I don't care who it is. It could be your family, your parents, people you're in a relationship with, your friends. When you go through shit with people, go through it with them, deal with it with them. And I have not done that. I always find a way to just say a little bit too much to other people that ain't got shit to do with what me and this person got going on. You don't want to do too much of that. It does cause issues. Go through the ups and downs with a person, and if it's going to be bad, let it be bad between you and that person. Don't give people too much access to what you got going on. So I will be working on that. And if it's anybody who's like me, hopefully you work on that too. Ninja run.